Not the Coochie Coffee. Well, Harriet Tubman, freaking goat. Every year we ingest a credit card size worth of plastic without even knowing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking about, people. Do not judge what we say on this podcast, because we would never judge what you said on your podcast.
Never.
So
It's too late, don't wait. Take care of your mental health. Take control of the cards that you was dealt. You can make it far, hey, don't doubt yourself. Every time you fail, just take it as a win. Keep in mind we all learn.
This is interesting. Did you hear that they actually found this like hidden passage at a museum?
who?
You're killing my vibe. I'm trying
sorry.
to explain.
I'm sorry. What were you saying? This is how she treats me, people.
I'm just saying.
No, what
I'm
were you
trying
saying?
to tell you that they found this Underground Railroad hidden passage in a museum in Manhattan just a few days ago,
Really?
which had like links to like that it belonged to Harriet Tubman. I just thought
What?
that
It
was
was
really
part of
crazy.
Underground Railroad or what?
Exactly. It was discovered to be a part of the Underground Railroad, which is, I feel like, a very historic moment.
Harriet Tubman, true OG right there.
Okay.
Well, welcome to the. Whoa, welcome to the CayVin Universe, everybody. My name is Vinny Vasquez. This is Caylin Martinez Vasquez here, right?
Not the hyphenated.
You're the hyphenated.
I'm hyphenated
Even
at the
though we're
moment.
engaged, you're still hyphenated because we probably won't get married for another like 3 to 4 years. But
We
anyway.
just want to do it the right way, okay?
But anyway, people, thank you for letting us be a part of your day.
Yeah.
Like you talked about, were you talking about Harriet Tubman?
Yeah,
Something
just-
about Harriet Tubman. We're having fun today, as you can tell.
We
We're
have some
having fun.
libations.
And again, it's another episode where we have a giant list of things that we need to get through. So we got to go through this list kind of quick, people. If there's ever a topic that you really want to talk about in depth, please let us know via commenting or
Yeah.
messaging us or whatever you need to do. But yeah, so Harriet Tubman, freaking goat. And what have we got next?
Well, you did say something interesting to me that I actually was just thinking about the other day, and it was the fact that your, like, not like fascination, but like your theory on like water bottles. And it was the Stanley, the famous Owalas, the famous hydro jugs.
Okay, so yes, if you don't know my history, I've been a part of this YouTube culture for the past like 10 to 15 years. It started with me and my brother posting backyard wrestling content on YouTube, and then like, believe it or not, looking at me now, I was once upon a time a fitness influencer, and oh my god, ever since 2010 I've heard the same thing. Oh, this new water bottle. Okay, there was a time in the 80s and 90s where nobody drank water bottles, and then all of a sudden everybody started drinking water bottles throughout the early 2000s, and all of a sudden now it was like, okay, we're not going to drink water bottles, we're going to be fancier, we're going to put water bottles in fancy jugs. Since 2010 I've seen every trend of fancy jug, from freaking this plastic water bottle, I don't even remember the names back then, to the hydro jug, and then you got this freaking what is it called?
Stanley.
But before that there was so many others.
Yeah.
I feel like if I heard the name I'd be like, yes, that one.
Yep.
There's so many jugs. Actually, before it was the water jugs, it was the shakers. It was all about the protein shaker.
That's what I was just
This
getting ready to
protein
say.
shaker and that protein shaker and
Yes.
that protein shaker. You gotta have the top of the line, and now everybody has Stanley and everybody has hydro drug. Oh my god, I remember in college it was the Camelbacks. You remember the Camelbacks?
Vaguely.
When people were riding their bike and they'd have a backpack with the freaking big ass straw where they'd be drinking. It was the Camelbacks, and then the hydro jugs, and the
Yeah.
Stanleys, and then my sack, and then my hole. Like, it doesn't matter where you drink your water out of. Just drink water. Just drink water. You don't have to have the fanciest jug, the fanciest new metal thing, the cooler.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it keeps your ice water cold for 3 days. You shouldn't be holding water in a jug for 3 days. You should be drinking it in like under a couple hours.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking about, people. There's just a whole trend. It's just like we talked about before with Apple. It's like consumerism to the max. You're just gonna give in to the next phase of the next. I wonder if these metal bottle producing water jugs,
Yeah.
I wonder if they have a tie into the water industry.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if you realize that hydro drug or Stanley or this new, what's it called, Walla.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if they're secretly owned by like Nesto Pure Life or Dasani or something. It's like, hey, there's people that love to drink water. Like, half of the world loves to drink water. Okay, so they're either gonna drink out of a water bottle or they're gonna drink out of a metal, water container, like a they're just gonna get gallons, or they're gonna get the freaking, what are they called, like the 5-gallon things, like the water coolers or whatever. And it's like, oh, so we need to invest in in every area of water.
But
so not only are we going to sell water bottles, we're also going to secretly sell water containers, and we're going to call them Stanley.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Something like that. It's like the gold rush. Like, the people that made the most money off the gold rush were the people that sold the shovels.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That was literally, the comparison, or like the I would say comparison that you gave me that example, and I was like, wow, that literally sounds like, something like that could be possible. Because I just think, like, maybe if things were like all released, right? What if, like you said, that one of these companies have like a tie to like Pure Life? Well, imagine if all these other companies, Stanley, Awala, Hydro-Drug, if they're all tied to certain, like, all the water brands, because there's so many. I feel you got Fiji, you have, what are the other ones? Smart Water.
There's so many. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's
what I mean.
Dasani.
Were all those water companies alive in the 90s? No. Because it was like a thing that, like, in our generation, we just started drinking water. And it does suck that we're drinking most of our water out of bottled waters, because now we realize we ingest so much microplastic.
Yep.
The average human ingests a credit card size of plastic in every year.
Yep.
Every year we ingest a credit card size worth of plastic without even knowing.
Yeah.
Because of all the microplastics and everything.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. So yes, I do believe, we should be drinking out of other containers than just plastic. But I mean, where do you get your water from? Whether it's coming from a gallon container, like us, we stopped drinking water bottles. We literally get gallons, because we pour those gallons into containers, metal containers. But so maybe a gallon is not as much as getting, each water bottle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is much microplastics. And then there's some people that have the 5-gallon containers. No matter what, you're still getting microplastics unless you're drinking out from the tap. And if you're drinking from the tap, then you have to worry.
Nasty
Yeah, I was gonna say then you have to worry about getting other chemicals in there, but yes.
Yeah, 100%. Because even, like, I don't even fall for that propaganda, because me personally, like, you would think, like, oh, I'm like a girl, girls are known to have all these different types of water containers and stuff like we're talking about. I don't fall for the propaganda, because the only propaganda I fell for was when Olivia Rodrigo released her limited edition Stanley Cup, and that's the one I have used every day since the day I received it in the mail. So I am a true, like, one and done, I would say, for stuff like that. I don't fall for it.
Olivia Rodrigo made you drink more water.
Yeah. Olivia Rodriguez, the little Mexican girl.
Little Mexican girl. I was going to say something, but now I totally forgot. Anyway, maybe I'll remember later.
Yeah.
What else?
What are we going to talk about next?
Our family's watching the podcast. We have a lot of family members watching this podcast, and I really love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, but I don't know. It's kind of weird, right? It's a good weird. It's a good weird, yes. Because I love, but it's kind of like makes us think about, like, wait, are we going to talk about this certain topic, or are we going to go deep dive in this? Look, if you're part of our family and you're watching this podcast, just know I would never judge you. So don't judge us for what we talk about.
So we can at least feel, like, comfortable to a certain extent.
Yes. So we're laying it out here. If you're a family member watching, do not judge what we say on this podcast, because we would never judge what you said on your podcast.
Never.
So
Never.
You know what I mean?
Or any thoughts, that you might have.
No, but it really makes us feel like we're doing something right, because that's a saying when it comes to fitness, or when it comes to, like, anything, like, I used another example. What was it? When it comes to fitness, or just trying to be viral, or there was another example. Anything. But the example is, first your family will notice, then your friends will notice, and then the world will notice. So in our case, we notice a lot of more family members watching our podcast.
We get it in advance.
Yes, and then the next step is our friends will notice. Well, we don't have any friends, so we don't have to worry about that.
We skip right past that.
From family to notice to no friends, and then the world will notice. So there we go. Hopefully,
perfect for us.
Hopefully that works out. So, but like I said, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. But just
that was literally all of that was with so much love, I feel. Trust me.
Yeah, exactly. The death of LOL. I'm trying not to say LOL anymore.
Who does say that?
Me.
Okay,
I've been
minus
saying
text.
LOL. Okay, you know, I'm about to show my age, but I'm a true millennial. I got the first iPhone came out when I was in 8th grade, and I got my first iPhone. I skipped the 3G, but I got my first iPhone when I was in 9th grade. So I technically have the right to say I grew up with the internet and I grew up with the iPhone
Yeah.
and the evolution of from a regular phone to a smartphone and the evolution of social media. I was right there the whole time, people. Okay. I've always said LOL, and I just like now I in 2026 I'm getting to the point where like why do I say LOL so much? Like it's so cringe that I say LOL.
It's
so I'm trying to stop saying LOL, and like just like I told you, I'm trying to stop saying literally. I noticed you probably if you're watching this episode, you probably noticed in a lot of episodes I say literally. There's times where I get so mad at myself when I'm editing.
Yeah.
I'm like, you literally said literally 10 times in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to stop saying literally physically, and I'm trying to stop saying LOL through text. But it's so hard. Why can't I do it?
It's hard because I feel like everyone I feel deals with that because it's such a good like. If there was like any good best like filler for like a text, it's like when you don't know what else to say, you could like say something, and if it's not good enough, you could add like an LOL to it, and it would just make it like perfect.
But in our age,
it would make it good enough.
But in our age, we have like emojis. So instead of LOL,
not everybody uses emojis though.
But
I know a lot
I feel
of
like
people
everybody
that don't.
should. If you don't use an emoji in 2026, like that's your fault. Everybody should be using emojis by now.
Is it just
if
me?
you don't use an emoji, you're not as smart as I think you are.
Is it just me, or like do you like overthink like messages when they come through because of like lesser use of emojis?
Yes, when especially when I'm texting somebody new, if they're not putting exclamation points at the end of sentences, if they're not putting emojis, if they're not even putting punctuation, I'm like, yeah.
Yes, I totally.
I'm just kidding. Not that deep. That was a podcast exaggeration.
Right.
But I mean, I'm just like, okay, I know how to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like I gauge a person because I do not like to talk to people on the phone. So a lot of times, the first time I talk to somebody, if I'm reaching out to somebody or somebody's reaching out to me, like for a job or something, like it's all through text messaging. So it's like I know who you are and how I have to gauge around you based on how you text.
So you just like match their texting, right?
Yes, and that's a problem, and that's a good point that I want to talk about. Like, okay, if you're a good person, you need to stop being a chameleon. I'm telling you right now. I know you're a good person. I know that it's not necessarily that you want people to like you. You want to feel like people are liked. You want to feel like people are heard. So like I said, it's like an unselfish thing. It's like there's a lot of times that certain people, they are so kind in a way where they become a chameleon and they mimic people to the point where, because it's not the point of wanting people to like you, it's wanting people to understand that they are liked. So in a lot of ways you mimic like me, and I know there's a lot of other people like that. You want people to be heard, you want people to feel like they're liked, so you tend to mimic other people's personalities. And I tell you, if you do that, I've done that all my life. Stop it. Because I stopped doing that and I started being myself around other people and just take it like, because at the same time, yes, you are mimicking other people's personality because you want them to be like liked and seen, but at the same time, you kind of maybe a little bit do want to be liked and seen, even though I just said 2 minutes ago you don't. But it's because, like, yeah, you just want to mimic people's energy because just to be on the same level.
Right.
But, man, oh, my God, when I started just being myself and just being like, okay, people are going to accept me for who I am. I'm just going to talk how I want to talk, say what I want to say. If I have to say a curse word here and there, okay, so be it. Like, either you're going to – I'm 32 years old. Like, at this point, either you're going to accept me for who I am or, just don't listen to me. Like, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the original point was, but it flowed into the point, like, don't mimic other people's personalities. Like, be yourself.
It was just like texting and stuff, like when you meet somebody.
Yes,
or you're texting somebody.
And that's what it is. Okay, so texting is a clear example because when you talk to somebody over the phone or you talk to somebody in person, that chameleon attitude and wanting to mimic becomes so easy. But over text, it's like a wall. It's easier to distinguish. Like, okay, now I know like who you are, and like, but again, that flows in the same thing because now I have to, based on how I see you through text, I'm gonna have to start mimicking that, and it's kind of
See?
Stressful. It's stressful.
It's
So at the end of the day,
stressful.
be yourself, people.
Yeah.
And use exclamation points and use emojis and just be yourself. Who cares what other people? Stop trying to mimic other people. You be who you want to be. And if people don't like you, then okay, so be it.
Yeah.
We'll all be dead in less than 50 years.
Like, what day are we on? Oh my God, we have to broadcast this.
We have a streak that we're like what? Episode
2.
We're in the 200s?
We're in the 200s.
What's our streak right now?
212.
No.
I'm going to guess. Right here. I'm going to guess our streak is 212, but I don't remember. Yep. 213. I sent you something. You haven't sent me something today. It's after midnight, people. We're,
we've
recording
lost
this
a
after
streak
midnight.
before. We're already on 100-something streak before.
Shout out TikTok restores.
Before, yes. No, but before. Like, we've legit lost like 100-something streak before.
Oh, we
Remember
lost
when
something.
we were at my brother's?
We were in San Antonio. When we're together in this instances, like when we're out of town on vacation, we're not on social media. When we're out of town and not in our usual situation, when we're having fun, we're not on social media. But that just proves that we've been on 212 straight days of togetherness.
Wow.
I'm about to show you guys one of the coolest tricks ever. Say you're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear, and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Every room has like a coffee pot thing in it. Every room, even the other coffee makers where it like brews through. All you have to do, put your underwear where you would put the coffee grounds. You close it, you press brew, and it puts scorching hot water through it. You guys, then the hairdryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys, and you got yourself a cleaner pair of underwear to wear. I did not realize how many people already knew this hack. I learned it.
Not the hack.
Not the Coochie Coffee. Oh my God. Can you imagine the next people? Because you know the maid service doesn't clean that Keurig. You remember the next people that brew a cup of coffee and they're like, why does this coffee taste like pussy?
Now I needed to know, as somebody who I have seen brew a pot of coffee in a hotel, how you feel about
I would know if the coffee tastes like and I would know, and I'm I should probably say this.
Man, it was really unfortunate to hear that Eric Dane died. Only like have living with his disease diagnosed for 10 months. He could have had it for probably a while longer, but you never know until you go get it checked out. But man, to see him progress, like that one really hit home. Like I wasn't gonna drink today, but we started thinking about Eric Dane, and it's just so sad.
It's the saddest
so
part is like how like, oh my God, like you live your whole life and you're normal and you're healthy, and then you get a diagnosis at 52 and then you die at 53. Like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Like what kind of like chance is that? Like
I worry about that about ourselves. I worry about that about our daughter. It's like an illness can just spring up at any time.
Yes. An illness can spring up at any time and give you extra time to do what's right, or give you like not enough time. Because in his case, it was just so sad. Like just to see his his disease progress so fast, and like, yeah, it was just so sad. It's just just a sad event. And
I'm gonna put the shades down for that.
Yeah. Shades down to Eric Dane. And James Vanderbeek, that's another one, like another great actor, like legend that we lost literally within the past month also. Like, what's going on? 2026 just started.
Yeah. Maybe it's all them sacrifices that those Epstein are doing.
Eek.
We'll talk about that on the Patreon again, but man.
Eric Dane didn't even get a chance, and he left behind 2 daughters.
Exactly.
Like,
well, I mean, I'm not trying to push anything on anybody, but you know, Scripture says Satan runs the world. You know, better. You know, we got.
That's why the terrible. That's
we
why
got a better chance in the next life.
Yeah, all these people die like so quickly and suddenly. It's because they're good people. It's because God needs them, and it's the fact that all these terrible people we can't seem to get rid of.
Yeah. Just sad. Death is so like so official. So like real and like not even sudden. So like so I mean, I guess official is the right word. So official, like there's nothing that can be done.
Yeah.
Once death happens, nothing can be done. Nothing before, nothing after, nothing ever again. Nothing can be done.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It really sucks. How does that song go? I guess I wish they haven't had a phone to call you up.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yes. The funeral stud.
The funeral stud.
This is our
I
official.
wish they haven't had
This
a
is our
phone to
official
call you up.
invitation to have the funeral stud on the podcast.
Yes. And us living in the country, like we don't talk about country, but like there are a lot of good country songs. What was that one country song? If heaven wasn't so far away, pack up the kids and go for the day.
Sad.
That's literally
Not like
why.
it's a camping
that's literally
trip.
why my voice sucks. That's literally why I didn't get that. I didn't get that job, and fucking I lost it to Brendan Fraser. Watch Breaking Bear on YouTube, you people.
OMG. That's funny.
Oh, anyway, what do we got next?
I don't know. What else do we have? I gotta pee.
Well, yeah, that means that this.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we talked. We had a good.
People, we don't know.
But see, that's what I mean. That's the thing with every other episode. Last episode, we had a list and we like got through every one of them. This one, we might have some that got left out. So stay tuned next step.